I'm thrilled to be able to join you for your monthly gathering. And it was an honor and privilege when the mental health team invited me to share a really practical wellness tool that has not only served me, but thousands and thousands of people throughout the world. And I know it can be a really invaluable tool for our community. We all want the kind of mindset that allows us to grow and thrive. But life can so often get in the way of that happening. The toll of our hectic schedules, our day-to-day challenges, combined with our past hardships, can make an encouraging mindset so difficult to achieve. But growing research has found that developing a regular mindfulness practice can bring significant benefit to our mindset. So that's what we're going to dive into about today, about mindfulness really affecting our mindset in a very positive way. Countless studies have shown great success that a regular practice can produce decreased depression, anxiety, and chronic stress. That's a pretty powerful house of three to reduce depression, anxiety, and chronic stress. It's been shown to be a powerful, effective way of creating psychological wellness, along with huge medical benefits like lowering blood pressure, improved sleep, and chronic pain. So what is mindfulness? Put quite simply, mindfulness is all about increasing awareness. It's about the intentional training of our attention. It's the action of using our five senses to bring complete attention to our experience in the present moment, right now. And while doing so, this is the important part, acknowledging and accepting the full range of emotions and the feelings that arise. And all emotions are welcome. And it gives us a point to be able to bring that huge chasm of highs and lows and everything in between to the surface of our awareness, and then more importantly to God as He meets us in those moments. It's about being fully alive and awake to our life. It takes us out of reacting to life in autopilot and equips us to graciously respond to our life circumstances. The famous author Viktor Frankl, who wrote Man's Search for Meaning and was also the Holocaust survivor, had an incredible journey as he lost his entire family during World War II in the Holocaust. And he went on to write one of the most famous quotes. It says, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space lies our freedom." So between stimulus and response is just moment. It's in that space that lies our freedom. Because a circumstance hits and we're going to either react and go off, or we're going to take a moment to pause, take a breath, and reflect and respond in a way that's going to serve us and those around us. Chuck Swindoll went on to talk about that, where he said 10% of life is what happens to us, and 90% is the way we respond to it. We all want this type of freedom, to be able to respond versus react, to be able to decrease stress while finding more peace, to be able to gain greater insight, awareness, and compassion in our lives, and ultimately to deal with our past hurts and challenges in a way that fosters healing. So how do we become more mindful? Well, ultimately, it's cultivating a proven practice called meditation. It's simply creating short pauses that we insert into our everyday life, where we make a space for silence and stillness. It can be done formally, where we carve out a set 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes or more on a daily basis. Or it can be done informally, complementing that formal time in the line at the bank, where we're driving in traffic, where we're ready to get a drive-through meal, where we're walking our dog, and everything in between. Taking a pause, taking a breath, bringing greater awareness to all that's going on in our life. Just like my dog barking in the backyard. I like to call this a sacred pause. It's a chance to quiet our heart, as it says in Psalm 46:10, where we can be still and know that He is God. We have a chance to pause, and no matter the circumstances, we can be refreshed by remembering who God is. It's simply a moment to be reminded of what's true and not get caught up in those stories that sometimes can really circle in our mind and spiral into a loop that no longer serves us. By cultivating this type of awareness, we create a peaceful space where we can make new choices of how to respond to difficult emotions and circumstances, where we develop a way to move through the hard stuff and grow, and where we set the stage for more joy in our life. I'm going to have to introduce you to Bear. Bear, do you want to say hello? Come say hello, Miss Bear. Yes. All right, Miss Mindful Puppy. Okay, and according to the latest science, when regularly practiced, meditation is one of the ways we can rewire and change our brain in order to strengthen our emotional resilience for the long haul. It's definitely an amazing proven wellness tool that got me to transformative for our overall well-being. And if all of that isn't enough, here are a few more things that I absolutely love about it. Anyone can do it, everyone can benefit, and it's easy to learn. It's evidence-based. Both science and experience demonstrate its proven positive benefits for our health and well-being. And it can become a way of living. It brings more awareness and caring into our lives, and it cuts down on needless stress. Even a little bit goes a long way. So what's the best way to get started? I'd say find a regular time to create a sacred pause in your day. And begin with something really simple, like 5 minutes, and start with a few deep cleansing breaths as you bring your awareness back to your life. You can focus on a promise of God, an attribute or name of God, or simply sit still in God's presence. And be gracious with yourself. It's natural for your mind to wander. In those moments when it does, simply redirect your attention back to your breath and begin again. And I'd suggest getting support for some great tools out there. There's so many apps that are fantastic for supporting a meditation practice. 3 really great Christian apps that I'd suggest checking out are Abide, Soul Time, and Hope. Each of these have different things to offer. You can look at them and see which one is a really good match for you. Ones that approach mindfulness from a more secular place, but have some really fantastic content for anxiety, depression, and everything in between is Calm, Headspace, and Wise at Work. I'd suggest looking at the gamut and seeing which one might be a great supportive tool for you. I'd also suggest cultivating your practice by developing a daily ritual. I wouldn't focus on the length of time for your meditation, but more trying to cultivate something daily, because ultimately that will benefit you most for rewiring your brain and having this new pathway for bringing peace and calm into your life. And I would really say, most of all, enjoy these sacred pauses as a way to replenish and refresh your heart, mind, and soul. Thank you so much for letting me share today. I look forward to growing along as a community as we embrace many of these wellness tools in our life and see all the benefit from them. Thank you again.